As both a person who enjoys horror films, and as a mammal that is comprised of like 60% water, I do have a thing for aquatic terror. We explored this last episode with 2001's Dagon, and we venture back out to sea today for Below, released in 2002. Submarines make for a great location in any movie, but for whatever reason, the naturally tense and claustrophobic setting has been rarely utilised in the genre of horror. Never fear, because Below fills that gap in the market like water through a damaged hull. Below takes place during the height of World War II, following an American submarine on a patrol through the Atlantic. The crew are ordered off course to rescue some survivors from another sunken vessel. When they get there, they scoop up 3 survivors, who turn out to be British friendlies, and, shock horror, one of them is a woman. In a nifty single tracking shot that introduces us to our crew, we are treated to all the verbal ways a load of seamen can get excited about a lady.
One's a woman.
One's a skirt. One's a female. One female.
One's a woman. Woman on board.
One of them's a bleeder.
Bazuma.
We got ourselves a filly. Oh!
Sorry to say, this is as unified as they ever get, because problems quickly arise.
Bazuma.
Paranoia is directed both at the Germans in the vicinity, but also internally within the sub. Below does not just refer to the underwatery goodness. No, sir. It also relates to the various secrets submerged by the characters. Very clever, very clever. The good guys have secrets. The bad guys have secrets.
Everybody got
Secrets. It all floods together in some interesting moral dilemmas, bolstered by the constant potential threat of a supernatural force. The film was directed and co-written by David Twohy. David Twohy, who is perhaps best known for helming Vin Diesel's trilogy of Riddick movies. He does well to keep the action pumping and the tension mounting, all within the small locational confines, which was partly shot on a real World War II sub. The directing style isn't too flashy, but every now and then he sprinkles in a cool shot. Among the other writers was none other than Darren Aronofsky, or as I like to call him, Darrenofsky. Below, which was called Proteus at the time, was originally planned to be his directorial follow-up to Pi. At some point in pre-production, Darrenofsky got a taste for ass to ass, and chose to make Requiem for a Dream instead. Wise choice. Just like Requiem, Below has a pretty notable cast. You've got the ever-reliable Bruce Greenwood as the commanding officer who really fucking hates the swinging sounds of Benny Goodman. You've got Olivia Williams, once again playing a lady totally surrounded by toxic men. There is an early role for Zach Galifianakis as a guy called Weird Wally. You've also got Christopher Fairbank playing Ethan Hawke, who has been left out in the sun for a decade. And don't forget, there's also a lock-stock reunion with Dexter Fletcher and Jason Fleming. It's just a shame Vinnie Jones wasn't on board too. If his ghostly reflection tried to attack him, he'd just shove its head between a car door a few times. Featuring a handful of twists and some genuinely exciting war action too, Below always has something to entertain you with. The horror elements are sewn into the fabric of the plot quite slowly, which might turn off some viewers, but for me, it just adds a richness to the events. Is the vessel really haunted? Or is the extreme duress of their situation completely destroying their minds? It almost doesn't matter either way, as the breakdown of these unstable soldiers turning on each other in cramped, terrifying conditions is all but inevitable. Good stuff for a Sunday afternoon.